Good morning, Cardinals fans. Thanks so much for joining me here at Birdseeds. If you have not joined me for coffee yet, this is about last night, my daily recap series where I tell you all the things that at least I think were important that happened in the Cardinals game last night. I want to keep you in the loop and entertained, as you heard me say before. So subscribe if you would like, and then let's get started. Ooh, pause real quick. This shirt that I'm wearing, I'll tell you about it at the end, so stick around for that. As far as good news, bad news stories go, this one had it all. But I'm enjoying this Primos Cafecito this morning, and I want to stick with the warm fuzzies a little bit longer. So let's go to the good news first. Adam Wainwright was brilliant. The Cardinals starter went 7 innings, gave up just 1 run, which happened to be a leadoff homer, which is annoying but should be inconsequential. Struck out 8. The last of which was on a classic Adam Wainwright curveball, which brings me so much joy. The Pirates picked up just 5 hits total and no walks on the night. And it might not mean anything as far as his stat line goes, but I loved the fact that he left the game at the end of an inning, not after he went back out for the 8th inning and got 2 batters in and hit a wall. Could he have gone further? Maybe, but I didn't mind that his night ended right where it did. Look, you know I've given my fair share of soliloquies about what Adam Wainwright has meant to me as a baseball fan, but it is still insane to me how many people just can't wait to trash talk a guy who has meant so much to the organization that they claim to be fans of. I mean, the dude just punches the clock, gets to work, he competes, and this season, he's following through on the promise that he made last year when he felt like in a rehab start somewhere, he found something that made him believe he could still pitch in the big leagues. And he's doing it. Well, if what he's done so far this season hasn't proven that for you, just do me a favor and at least step back and try to enjoy when we see what we did last night. That was the 250th time that he and Yadier Molina have teamed up as the starting battery for the Cardinals, and that's amazing to me. That's the sort of resilience and longevity that most people only ever dream of. And you don't get that chance at that kind of longevity just by being an organization guy. He earned that opportunity, and I, for one, am incredibly happy to just get to be an audience member for the Yadi Waino show every few days for as long as it lasts. But okay, now for the bad news. After putting 25 base runners in scoring position the night before, the Cardinals offense did almost nothing last night. But it didn't actually look that way at first. They had runners in scoring position in each of the first 4 innings and failed to score. In fact, they had runners in scoring position in 6 of the 9 innings they played last night, and only scored in 1 such scenario. Now, hat tip to Pirate starter Trevor Williams. I mean, sometimes I think we get caught in this idea that a pitcher was only successful if they don't allow base runners. But there's a different kind of success, a different kind of challenge when you have to work out of trouble in nearly every inning, and Williams did that brilliantly. But the Cardinals offense was a shell of itself, or at least a shell of what it was the night before. Now, they did battle back, and in the bottom of the 7th, the Cardinals tied the game on a string of plays that you wouldn't think would generate a run, especially after what they did earlier in the game and didn't score. That string of plays was capped off by a slowly hit ground ball by Paul DeJong to beat the shift, which scored 1 run. So both starters left the game having pitched 7 strong innings and given up the single run. But with a new ball game and 2 innings to play, Andrew Miller spoiled the fun by giving that run right back in the top of the 8th. I don't honestly have anything really to say here except, how is he so good and then so bad? Like, there's no in between. It's either all there or all gone. But the Cardinals really only have themselves to blame for this loss. In the 8th inning, against Kyle Crick, who basically never gives up runs, the Birds had runners at first and third with nobody out down by a run, and they didn't score. And that is the story of the St. Louis Cardinals sucking the air right out of the building after the big night on Thursday and dropping Game 2 of the 4-game set by the score of 2-1. Moral of the story, this game doesn't always hand you opportunities on a silver platter, but when it does, you better take advantage of them. But what is done, and it's day baseball the rest of the weekend, starting with today's afternoon affair with Jordan Lyles and Miles Mikolas on the mound, which reminds me, this super cool shirt that I'm wearing. It is the special charity line of Birds on the Black merchandise, and all the proceeds go to the Miles Mikolas Big League Impact campaign. You can learn more about that and check out the shirts all at birdsontheblack.com. They come in all different colors, all different styles, and you should check it out. And that's all I have to say, because that's all the Cardinals did last night. So, until tomorrow, friends. Until tomorrow.